Hey beautiful people, what is going on? Hope you're doing amazingly well. Today I have for you an Ariana Grande inspired makeup look, one that I will be wearing to her concert. I thought I'd film it today. I was just so excited, I just couldn't wait. I know you'll absolutely love it. And without further ado, let's get into the makeup tutorial. And remember, subscribe, like, comment, do all that malarkey. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so as previously explained in the introduction, my iPad just thought I was...
It's displayed on your iPad.
What was that about? Okay, thank you. Let's start again. So I've already primed my face. I've used the Primed and Ready by Collection 2000. This has got the witch hazel, so the stuff that prevents you from getting spots and breaking out. I quite like using that just because I know that once I've put all the stuff on, then I'm a bit more, a bit more secure that I'm not going to get so many spots and whatnot from putting all this stuff on my face. So without further ado, let's move on to foundation. And the foundation I'm going to use is the 24 Hour Infallible by L'Oreal. I do like this. I think it works with my skin really well, and it does last quite a long time. I'm going to need it for attending this concert for sure. I think when it was the last time I filmed a makeup tutorial. It must have been quite a while for me to have to think quite far back to when it actually was. I'm trying to think actually, what was it for? See, I don't even know. So you know, it's been way too long. Even though I love doing makeup stuff, I have actually really got into like doing more Let's Talk mentality, obviously my transformation journey that's going on at the minute. So if you have been following, then you will know that I'm on like a personal journey. So it's a combination of fitness and mentality. So it's really setting myself a goal of getting into this new routine, really thinking about what I want to do for myself, you know, physical transformation wise, you know, how fit and strong I want to be, as well as getting more definition and just feeling like really good about myself, because I feel like fitness plays a big part in being able to allow that for yourself and to feel a lot better and know that you're taking care of your body. Also, it's been taking care of my mind as well. Several months or so, it's been like in the best place possible. And I've just loved being on that journey so far and just knowing that I'm doing this for me. I'm not doing it for anybody else. I'm just gonna grab a sponge and a pot of water, just wet it. In terms of all my mentality stuff, it's really been thinking about different things that I can do each week, short-term goals that I want to do each week to live up to my big goal that I want by the end of this transformation journey. Journaling sorry, that I've just started doing. Yeah, that's been really good. I was doing it a bit this morning. It's just nice to just sit down and just know that you're having time out for yourself. I've been listening to podcasts this week, listening to Lauren Curtis. She's a YouTuber and a social media influencer, and her podcasts are really good. I've really enjoyed listening to them. That's just the ideal thing to be listening to at the minute, and in terms of, you know, what I want to get from my journey so far. I bought myself a scrapbook as well, because I really want to get back into doing that kind of thing again, just doing something creative and that's fun, and just taking time out to do that. Obviously I've got my doodle book as well. I updated my iPod the other day, so my music is up to date with how I want it to be. Even though they're not like big things, they've been mounting up to a big thing to really help with my mentality side of things and make me feel a bit more positive about things. And yeah, I've been really enjoying it. You can follow more of it with my transformation journeys. I'll link them down below so you can have a little gander after you've watched this. I'm going to go in with the Instant Anti-Age Eraser Concealer by Maybelline. I'm just going to put that under my eye, around my nose, my chin, and then up here too. And go in with that wet sponge again. So next I'm going to go in with the Infallible Sculpting Stick by L'Oreal, and this is in their shade Ebony, and we are going to do a bit of contouring. So I always start with the creamier products first. I do them in different places, so I do them in the hollows of my cheeks, just above on my head and just on the jawline, and this for me just gives it a bit more definition and a bit more going on. And I'm just going to go in with me blending sponge. And I never put too much of this stuff on to start with. I'd rather put little bits on and then know that I can just add bits. It's simple to do. You don't even have to, you know, go and grab a contour kit or anything like that. You can just use powders. I tend to, if I'm just doing a day-to-day makeup, I tend to use just the powder. I don't bother with the cream stick as well. There we go, that's it all blended in. So I'm going to go in with my favourite contour palette that I love using at the minute, which is the Imagination. And all I do with this is just mix these three in between there. Let's work it in. So I've just done my contour, I've just set that all up so that looks nice and defined. And we're going to move on to the brows. Of course, I'll be using my Unbelievable Brow by L'Oreal. This is in the shade Dark Brunette. I find these really good. I absolutely love these. I don't tend to put too much of this on just because I like my brows, as I always say in my videos that I've noticed, I like them looking natural. I don't want these great big bulging things going on. So I tend to put just probably about three or four dabs on each eyebrow, and then I just start working it into the shape of my brow, filling in all the spaces. And then again, just like the contouring, if I want to put a bit more on I can, but then at least once I've started with a small amount, I can just add up rather than putting it on and thinking, oh my gosh, what have I done? If you're doing a winged liner as well, if you have an arched brow like mine, what I like to do is I like to extend the length of the brow a bit, just so then your winged meets the line of your brow. It just looks quite nice. Does anybody else find brows to be the tedious bit? Because I definitely do mine. You can go in with brow gel as well if you really want to make sure it sets, but I've just found using that I don't need to because it's pretty much set. It doesn't move, it just does what I need it to do, which is just to stay put. It does that. So that's why I love that product so much. I'm going to prep my lips because I'm going to wear a matte lipstick, but I just want to make sure that my lips are nice and smooth before applying it. And this is the Prep and Prime from MAC. It's pretty much like a lip balm. You can use any lip balm or scrub to help, but I just thought I'd use that today, and it just makes them nice and smooth. So I'm going to set my face now, so I'm going to use the powder. This is by Unique. It's their translucent setting powder. There's something else I've wanted to try as well, baking. I've never understood baking in the makeup world. That's something that I need to really decide on what that is, because I don't know actually what that is. Okay, so that's all set for now. And now, my favourite part, we're going to move on to the eyes. So I don't use an eye primer, I just don't really see the point in it really. I just use concealer. It does the exact same. Blend that in, I'm just going to put it in the lid and then go up into the crease, up to my brow. Coordinate my makeup with the outfit that I'm wearing, which you will see next week. So we are going to go in with my favourite colour of all time. We're going to do some purples today. So I'm going to be using a combination of palettes today. So if you know you're following and you're wondering what type of palette to use, just use any purples or anything that you've got going on. I've got some in all different sorts just to see how I can put this look together a bit more. Start with the base eyeshadow. So I'm going to go in with my trusty Too Faced Bonbons. I'm going to be using a few of the browns in there just to put it in the crease and the lid, and then that's going to build the transition for the look that I want to do today. I'm going to take my Sugar Trip Squad by NYX palette. I'm going to use the colour up there. I want to say it's a lilac, and I just want to put that over the lid a minute. I've just had to move the camera around a bit just so I can see a bit more clearly in the mirror what I'm going to do. So I'm just putting it all over the lid and in my crease. And then I'm just going to deepen it up a little bit with the, I want to say like a purpley blue kind of colour from that palette, and I'm just going to work that in the crease a bit. Drag it down as well in the outer corner. One of the best tips I can give for smoky eyes as well, the more type of colours you can use for your crease, the better. Just because it all blends nicely together, you just get a nice smooth transition rather than a blocky kind of look. But the thing with makeup is it's really your choice in how you want it to look. You know what's going to look best on yourself. And then I'm going to deep it in a little bit more using a different palette. I'm going to use the W7 Midnight palette. There's some lush little purpley colours in there that I'm going to work with. And I'm going to go in with this one in the middle here. Deepen that crease up just a little bit more, just so we can get a bit more purple going on. So I did have a look at Ariana Grande's previous looks, just to see what kind of looks she's done before, if any purple, obviously for this look. But then I found this photo where she was wearing all purple and she had her iconic winged liner going on, and then she did have some purple shadow in the middle as well, and it just looked really nice, like really simple. I don't want to be too harsh on the smoky eye, I just want it to be enough so that you can see it's going to smoke. And then I'm just going to go in with a clean blend. I keep blending blush, it's not, is it? Blending brush. Going to go in with a clean one and just make sure it's nice and smooth. And then for the lid, I think I'm going to go in with this palette. So this is the Urban Decay Full Spectrum. I'm going to go in with Faded for the lids. And then I'm just going to go in with the nice little, I want to say like a light purpley slash silvery shade. And I'm going to put that in my inner corner. So the eyeshadow is pretty much done. I'm going to go in with doing the winged liner now. And I'm going to use my trusty MAC gel liner. I love this. It's the best gel liner I have ever used. Ever used. I know her winged liner is quite dramatic, so that's what I'm going to do. This is a new little tip that I've taught myself. All I do is just apply my gel liner. I don't apply it all the way to the end. I just do it to probably about halfway, and then I just get a angled brush and just make sure I angle that line a bit. So there's no gaps or anything. It's all just nice and smooth and lined up and all good. Next, go in with my waterproof liner from Rimmel. Put that on my upper waterline. I'm just going to go in with a couple of those purples I used in my crease, just put them on the bottom lash line. This is a godsend. I absolutely love this, and it would be amazing if I turned it around the right way so you can see exactly what it says. It's the Rimmel Boost Lash Primer. I've been putting this on every time for putting on mascara, and it works so nicely. I feel like my lashes now, since using them, look so much better. Because out of all the makeup products I use, mascara is definitely the one that I use most often. And I'm going to go in with my next favourite product that I've been loving. It's been really good. It's the Bambi Eye False Lash by L'Oreal. These make my lashes look amazing. So if you're somebody that wears lashes a lot or prefers wearing something else on top of your lashes, this is amazing. You will not need to use false lashes. Combining that with the Rimmel Lash Primer, it just really gives my lashes that full effect. So if you're looking for a new mascara, definitely invest in this one because this is really, really good. So I'm gonna do my bottom lashes now, but I'm gonna use a different mascara on the bottom. I always prefer using a waterproof just because I don't like the thought of like having that, you know, you get that smudged blackness under your eyes. Like I've had that from quite a few mascaras before. 2000 calorie waterproof, which is my trusty one that I use all the time. I'm going to use highlighter next. I'm going to use the LMX range from Little Mix, and this is one of their highlighters that came with the really big box. I don't know if you remember, or if any of you got any of these colours. This one's in the shade Petal, and it's really pretty. It's a pink, but it's got a really nice shimmer to it, like a bit purpley. Oh, you see that? Nice. So I'm going to use the Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick by L'Oreal. These range of lipsticks are amazing. They smell amazing. They smell exactly like chocolate, and it's just a nice shade to just put on top. I think it will work really well with this look. Oh, that smell is incredible. Amazing thing about these is that they do actually stay on your lips. They do not budge whatsoever. But do you see what I mean? Like, where it's like, it's bold, but it's not like so overpowering. It's like the eyes just do it all, but you still got that nice little lip thing going on. Amazing. I love this look. It's just pure lushness, if that makes sense. And then just to set it all, I'm just going to use my Prep and Prime by MAC and do the whole fanning just to make sure it all stays. I love how this look has turned out. It looks so good, and it will definitely go really well with my outfit that I'm wearing next week. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a massive thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to my channel, like, comment, do all that malarkey that you know you need to do, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care.